lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
Well, that came out of left field. Why?
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Why?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
So you were... Wait, you loved her as in...
She was a remarkable woman. I cannot fully express the admiration I had for her, or the depth of my affection. I thought I knew her. My devotion to her blinded me to her less than noble attributes. You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
You opened them, didn't you?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Always trust your gut. If your gut tells you to look at something, look at it. But isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Most countries don't appreciate treason. That's... yeah.
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
Who's they? Like the government?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
You never saw revenge on her? I would.
No. Survival was my only concern at the time. The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And so you came to Ferelden.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
At least with it. At least in this. So you're lying to me about more stuff. Alright, whatever, you'll be safe.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
I'll beat her ass. She shows up. Don't worry.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Thank you so much.
This is about whatever his name is?
Yes, you led me to an errand. You persisted, even though I was sure all you were going to find was a dead end.
Well, that's me. I do stupid shit. And it works out. I'm glad I could help.
I will never be able to repay you for what you've done for me.
You don't
Finding
need to.
an Aaron allowed me to bring that chapter of my life to a close. I feel free. A great weight has been lifted off my heart. This moment, it feels like the moment before the sunrise, when all the world is still, holding its breath, waiting for first light. I can stop thinking about my past and look forward to the future. Thank you, my friend. You will always have my gratitude.
You're welcome.
What's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my ability.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing else.
What say you? By all means.
What is your opinion of the Dalish?
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
You don't refer to him as your dad. Is he your dad?
How should I know? My mother was a whore, as you'll recall. None of the other elven boys in the whorehouse knew their fathers. I was not so unusual. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
Yeah, you're oddly cheerful about it all.
It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
Say that again, my whole family died.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
Has there been no joy in your life at all?
Oh, there has been plenty. To tell the truth, it is because I expected nothing more. Still, even I eventually thought that it would be better for me if I ran off to join the famous Dalish when one of their clans drew near Antiva city. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on. What say you? By all means. Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there.
Well, I don't know if I can.
It's a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
You don't like Ferelden?
It is fine enough with its dogs and its mud. The people
Oh,
are
I've already had
spirited.
this conversation.
I
with you.
hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the... You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired... I grew accustomed to the stench,
Yeah, we've already
even though the
just-
humans complained of it constantly. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a handsome Grey Warden? A man who then spares my life? I could not. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. True, though it is. Do you object? I'm not sure that that's the... No, if it is...
Sorry, not into you, bruh.
Something on your mind? Of course. I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you?
No,
They were
sir.
quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
Alright, I asked, didn't I? Tell me.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfels. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun. I can't
Sometimes.
outdrink anybody.
We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow, it doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... Until...
I'm sorry.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
You have his sword. I'm just saying, you have his sword is literally on your back right now. You have your memories of
I
him.
just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
You have his sword, though. I'm just... It's
I'm
on your
wondering
back,
something.
brother.
I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Okay.
Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
Maybe.
That's a lot to put on a maybe, isn't it? He's an assassin. The crows aren't known for giving up. Maybe he's just biding his time.
If he tries anything, he'll lie.
Well, at least you're considering the possibility. He just seems shifty to me. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
There's no reason to be frightened of him, I think.
I know. The more I talk to him, the more it seems like his philosophy is not so vile as the Chantry describes it. It's an odd thing to think, and yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
Seems to regret what he did, but yes, it does bother me.
I'm not so sure that his regret means the same as it would for us. The Kunari sense of honor is a bit hard to grasp. For me, anyway. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
Could be true, who's to say it isn't?
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all. Yet, there she was. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice, trust
Yes,
me,
I
man.
know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
You really don't like each other. She is my girlfriend, Alistair. You have to accept it, man.
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch.
Hey!
No, I don't like her at all. Why, do you?
Yeah. She and I have a connection.
Great. So they were right. Well, it's your funeral. Enough.
I'll
I
die
think my
happy.
curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Mod check.
Something on your mind? Of course.
You called. As you wish.
Don't have anything new for you, actually. Not until I get your sword.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. Oh, nothing so
You still
unusual and
won't
so
tell me.
interesting as you and your companions. The dark spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners.
I already heard all this.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. There's been a battle out at Winter's Breath. Several of the Benorn banded together and fought against Logain's men. Maybe 1,000 on the field, all told. Tyrn Logain won the day, it said, but there were heavy losses on both sides. It's a fight for the throne, just like in the old times. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for... Stories are circulating about a Grey Warden forming a new army. Not Logain, not the Benorn, but something else. Oral Howe says this new army would just add to the chaos, but nobody's listening to him anymore. You wouldn't know anything about that, I assume. Huh? I thought not. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. There's news out of the Mage Tower that the Circle of Magi had a close call. Demons got out, but the mages were able to overcome them. Though, not without a lot of damage. I know mages bring such terror upon themselves, but I have to admit I'm glad we'll still have magic to wield against the Darkspawn. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. I've heard some strange word out of the Brazilian forest that Dalish elves are being called together to form some kind of army. And it's to help us, not attack us. Doesn't that beat all? When I heard that, I thought for sure we were done for. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. With a defeat at Ostagar, it'll be inevitable that the Darkspawn hordes start moving north soon. They have no one standing in their way, do they?
We already do.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Queen Honora issued a plea to the Benorn to stand down lest there be a repeat of the Winter's Breath elsewhere. I don't think they're listening, though. Many of them think Honora isn't even the one really speaking. They say the Queen does what her father tells her. Can't say I blame them. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. The blight sickness brought by the Darkspawn is spreading faster than anyone thought. Several sources say that it's even here in Denner. From what I hear, there's an outbreak in the elven alienage in the city. Others tell me that's not true. Still, it's a frightening thought. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take Alessa Isolde, the young Orlesian woman that married Arl Eamon. I hear tell she tried to poison her husband so she could marry his brother, Bantegan. Maker's honest truth.
That's not what happened.
That's what I've heard on the road.
That's not what happened.
I've heard a rumor that the reason Queen Honora has never produced an heir is that she's barren.
I've already heard that one.
That's what I've heard on the road. Arl Urian wasn't truly killed at Ostagar. His son.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one.
That's what I've
too.
heard on the road. I'm hearing many tales of corpses.
Heard that one.
That's what I've heard on... Habron, daughter of the Earl of Southreach, has spent an exorbitant amount of her father's coin buying puppies. No one knows what happens to the puppies, and she buys a new one every week. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what? I don't know what to tell you.
Hell.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Backpack? Shit. No backpack. Why am I going around?
Target practice, anyone?
Can I get you a ladder so you can...
Mercenary? What the hell? Why are you guys after me? What's going on here? Oi! Frog. Good boy.
Stop. Don't kill him.
Oh, why not?
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained.
After you,
You
aren't
know
they?
what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Does that have something to do with Relay?
It could. You may be right. Who sent you? Why am I wanted dead?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
Yeah, for information then.
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Get lost before we change our minds.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
Better not.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Why now?
Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
What do you want to do?
She needs to answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out.
Alright. I'll go as fast.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
First and foremost, need to level you up. How do you want?
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Part of the problem?
Well, yes. Oh, it's been quite the month. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out?
Hey, you made me get your donkey.
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could?
What's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least. The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. Hence the low price. What do you say?
You're still gonna fucking charge me for it? Bitch, how much do you want?
Nothing. I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away.
You said low price, so you're not gonna charge me for it.
The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. As long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes?
Yeah, sure, fuck you.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
And if it doesn't?
Maybe you could look up the fellow who owned the golem before. If he's still about, that is. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Well, good luck finding your fucking donkey, I guess. Ow. Whoa. What the hell? Oh shit. Yeah, get him, Froggy. Out of.
Got it. Got it.
Hey, where you going? Like, let it rip when you die? That's what it fucking sounds like. Or a dying pig. One of the two.
Darkspawn, kill them all.
Bonk. Brother, my brother, in Christ, put your fucking shield up. You got that, Is that it? Oh, couldn't save you, I'm sorry.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it.
So many goodies. I'll get to you in just a second. fuck is the key for?
This is a golem, I believe. Damaged, perhaps beyond repair. There may be a way to reactivate it, though that is not necessarily wise.
On closer inspection, you see that the statue is embedded with numerous crystals, some of them cracked. It may be of dwarven make. Activate it. Nothing happens apparently. Either the rod is not working or the code word is incorrect. Of course not. Hello. So I'm assuming that's what all these crystals are for.
I'll get on it.
You are not a Vanna so fucking fast.
Now's better than later. I'll get on it. Now's better than later.
What were you guys gonna do? Just burn all the books or something? Ooh. Special brew. It takes on an unexpected glow. That shit's fucking radioactive. I'm gonna drink it.
Twisted.
Run over here. Oh. Alright. Stop running out of fucking mana. Don't kill me, Froggy! Never mind. Fuck me, you don't need my help.
I'll get on it.
Madam, I can assure you that the Circle of Magi is not a sacrilegious institution, and that indeed we operate under the supervision of the Chancery. It would make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. I am disappointed to hear that you sold the Golem's activation rod. I understand both it and your husband were of invaluable aid to King Merrick during the war against Orlais. Without the rod, we cannot discern whether Wilhelm's golem was responsible for his murder. The golem will simply have to remain where it is unless the villagers can find a means to destroy it. Our condolences to you and your son for your loss. I imagine it is of little consolation to you, but your husband is much admired here and will be missed. Make her keep you first enchanter order. It's a special brew for someone who would drink anything to get drunk. I mean, sounds like me. No, I'm gonna give it to, what's his face?
Alright, alright.
Can't remember his name.
Alright, alright.
Thank you, Emily. Oh. What's going on here?
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the band, were you? To save us?
No. Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Here! Thank the Maker for our luck! But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
I just wanted a damn golem. Oh, I bought a control rod, but it doesn't work.
A control rod? Do you mean the one for Shale?
Yeah, why do you sound so pissy?
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance. My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now. My mother never talked about it much. I was just a small child when my father died. Look, I know you probably have more important things on your mind, but I really need your help. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you?
We killed the man who went in.
There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out.
No shit, what
I
kind?
knew about the barrier. I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever.
How do you know she's still alive?
I don't, it's true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand that.
I want to know how to activate the golem.
How to activate it? We just used the control rod and the code phrase. Or did Mother give them the wrong one? I wouldn't be surprised. She said she never wanted to see Shale activated again. If so, I'll gladly tell you the proper phrase. Just save my little girl, I'm begging you.
Alright.
You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
Your daughter sounds a bit stupid, but sure. No offense to you, man. Yeah, because this isn't less scary than up there.
Off my back.
Uh-huh. Oh, I picked that up. Is that the guy who... Yeah, because demons are less scary than Dark's Mom, I guess. Fine. Where is this? Ooh. Maybe that's Alistair, actually. Oh no. No. Wait. And then Alistair, you can have. You know that. Just gonna skim over this real quick. The interrogation of the demon is going well and it is rather fascinating, provided that what it is saying is true. I have sent all my research so far to the first enchanter Arden, and while he is concerned about my safety, he does not think there is a reason to stop just yet. All I hope is that the Templars do not discover what I am doing. How will we ever find another way to deal with demonic possession if the Chantry does not let us research it? Young Matthias nearly wandered down here again today, and this time I forgot to leave the barrier up. There will key defenses to ignore anyone on my blood. That's how she got past. That's how she got past. Okay. Shale is acting strangely. I wonder if I should discontinue my experiments upon it. I am so near a breakthrough, I am certain. Perhaps it is best if I focus on the demon. The demon almost managed to get away again. Tricky. I shall have to be more careful. Young Eamon sent a letter asking me to return to Redcliffe. I shall have to consider it soon. Could it be? What an intriguing discovery, especially considering that the demon was attempting to keep me from it at all costs. I think it is time to dismiss this demon. It is too dangerous for me to continue holding it, and I cannot discount the possibility that it is having some influence over the golem. Or is it my experiments? I will try to deactivate Shale for the time being and then deal with the demon once and for all. So it's not the golem's fault, it's you playing with demons like a dumbass. It never ends well. Stop doing it. A kitty!
Oh look, someone's come to play.
I'm not here to
You have
play.
come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
I'm not here to play games.
Oh well. I suppose Kitty and I will just have fun on our own till someone more interesting comes along. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
I don't like you. Sure, let's leave you and bring the cat.
I can't go. Kitty says she can't come, and I'm not leaving her. She'd be lonely.
Demon? It is a demon.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
Yup. It's not really a cat.
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
You need to return to your dad.
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
What have you done to her?
I have done nothing. I am all but powerless. The mage made sure of that, didn't he? I cannot leave this chamber. No, Amalia found me. After decades of isolation, her company is welcome.
Ah.
It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
We possess her?
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
A little bit. You need to leave the girl.
but I do like this one.
I like you too, Kitty.
But if it means escaping this prison, I am willing to leave on my own. I agree to your terms. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is so exciting. Kitty is going to be free. I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Yeah, well, she needs to stay a cat. I like cats, that's why I don't want to harm the cat. You know, it's playing on my weakness. Anyways. Big guys. Oh,
I like
God.
it when Kitty sings to me.
Lovely child. Glad you like when the damn cat sings to you. Okay, I need all of you to get the fuck out of. Come here. Stay.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Father doesn't
I'll get
like
on it.
cats, but he never met Kitty.
Now's better than later.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Really?
All right. I'll get on it.
Burning!
Kitty is my best friend.
Not sure about that.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I need.
All right. Got it. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I'll get on it.
I was thinking about the sun, silly.
All right. I'll get on it. All right.
Brock, shut up, damn it.
Tell me a story.
Let's come together. Hold on. Mute. Sure. Ah! Fucking burning me.
I'll get on it.
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
You talk too much.
Now's better than later.
Yes. I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
Keep your hands off the girl.
I have changed my mind. I like the girl. I do not think I will find another like her.
Oh, so I get to go with you after all?
No.
Ugh, I will take her anyhow. She is mine.
Kitty! You're scaring me! I won't let you inside me! I won't!
Get out of the cat form so I can bust your ass. Oh, why do you always go straight to regeneration? Stop. Oh shit. Forgot I had you guys on. So on standby. My bad. My bad. Sorry about that. That makes sense.
Got it.
Ooh. Restriction mage. Sure. Wait, what? +2 magic. Maybe I'll put it on you instead then. Yeah. What the hell was that?
Got
Do something. What the hell? That guy got fucked up.
Can I get you a ladder?
Alright, get off my dog. Watch out, bro. Save.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope he was putting the demon in that and not a human being. But knowing these mages that fuck with demons, I don't know. They do messed up shit, so. Wakey wakey. You're not a statue anymore. I am friend.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
I did not just stumble across it.
So it knew what it was doing. Shocking. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
Not all of them. You don't seem to really give a shit, though.
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace. Not as much as it would think. There was
I'm
running
not an
and
it, bro.
screaming, and then days and days of watching the
I'm a human.
darkspawn prowl around. I would never have thought there could be something less interesting than the villagers, but there it was. Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
Why are you calling me it?
Entrenched sense of perversity. The last one who held that damnable rod used to call me Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking.
No way.
It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Is something wrong?
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Attack Alistair. Alright, walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Maybe. Shouldn't you be happy about that?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means... I have free will, yes? It is simply... What should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I haven't given it much thought.
I see. Wonderful. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
You keep calling me it?
Yes, very likely.
Ah, okay. What do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best, so I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
You killed your former master, by the way.
Did I? I remember that I had a former master. The mage with the furry brows who poked and prodded and barked orders. Did I kill him? I hope I did kill him. Perhaps the last order he barked was, Gollum, stop crushing my head. Ah.
Oh. I noticed you don't call him it.
Yes, I'm just funny that way.
Okay. Well, whatever, you're welcome to come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us?
Why the hell
It
not?
could be dangerous and large.
Why the hell not? Think of it as a portable battering ram.
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
Is that your name or what you're made of?
This should be interesting.
Damn, so we got 3 fucking warriors. 3 warriors. Alright, well, let's leave then. We're not needed here anymore. Ooh, wait.
Now is better than later.
Oh. Oh. Prized cheese knife. Interesting. Well, it's mine now. Yeah, I got it. Hey, Shale. I have a gift for you. Assuming you want the pet rock. Where are you? You're just gonna chill over here? What?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Thanks?
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Why? They're pigeon. They're birds. Oh, why? Because they'll shit on you. Because that makes sense. I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Hi, Kenny. Those crystals in your skin.
I like to think of them as accessories.
What do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
It's a dwarven thing.
So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the deep roads after all, and bartering with others who did. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Oh. Did he succeed at that?
Not really. Although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
How did you end up on this?
Oh yes. That I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
You didn't like your master, obviously.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Wilhelm's wife sold it.
Hag.
Hag? Why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
Second time you called him or called her a hag.
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
How do you shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
Oh. That's fucked up. Do you remember anything before Hanlith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Deep roads. Just how old are you?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
Would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste.
Oh my
And
god!
then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice.
Oh!
What I didn't like was
Whoa.
being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
I have a pet rock for you. If you will have it, I have crystals for you. You might like that. I think you'd like that. Anyways, also, let me look at these. We got...
Ah, I see it found some of the crystals that I told it about. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Yeah, I already gave her a bunch of rocks. No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have.
Yeah.
I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak. I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
That's super.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
I mean...
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
Oh, no, trust me. We all know we're completely hopeless. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've
Yeah,
gone all
Shale's a
soft.
woman.
Perish the thought. It speaks.
You could call me by my name. I mean...
It doesn't have better things to do.
Watch Village Day and Night for years.
I do not sleep, so yes. And I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it. Yes, that would be rather horrid. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
That's what they do, they're birds.
Vermin. How would it like to be paralyzed with squeaking rats crawling all over it?
Okay,
and defecating.
Point taken.
Those
I'm sorry.
Villagers would spread bird seed near me, drawing the birds because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore. It speaks.
I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
You just seem very animated. Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? Huh. It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Why did you have to word it like that? That is so weird. Why did you...
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of it? I'm sure you'll be...